If that was really true, Jesus really should not have been resurrected. You'd have to always be separated from God. If there's something paid, if there's a ransom paid, then somehow
this is well said.
It breaks down. It makes no sense. But the healing, the truth makes sense, but this legal theory doesn't flow.
This is well done. If you actually understand how the two laws function, if the payment or what the imposed law requires is eternal death, Christ didn't pay that. He died for a few hours and then rose again. And what will happen is those who hold that view will go, but he thought he was dying the eternal death, and he felt like he was, and he was willing to. Okay, so you got a guy on death row here in Tennessee, because we still have the death penalty, and he goes into death chamber to be executed for his crimes. And an anesthesiologist puts him to sleep instead of putting him to death, but he thinks he's going to die, wakes him up a day later, do we say then, well, because he thought he was going to die, that's the same thing as the death penalty. He can now go free. Would that work in this state? See, this is the illogical, irrational ludicrousness and makes God out to be an idiot in his universe to teach this stuff. However, design law, then we can see how could Christ, when you read in the New Testament, Christ is frequently telling his apostles, I'm going to be betrayed in the hands of wicked men, they're going to persecute me, they're going to crucify me, and I'm going to rise on the third day. Did he say that because he had foreknowledge as a human? Now, I think he had foreknowledge before he became incarnate, but we are told through various sources that he surrendered those prerogatives when he came. He could have accessed them. He had the ability to reach out and take his divine rights and use them, but that was part of the temptation. Turn this stone into bread. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to function like a human functions. I'm not going to take that. He could have, but I don't think he did. How did he know he's going to rise again? Let me ask you this. If I let go of this, how many in here are confident they can predict what will happen? Do you have the gift of prophecy? It's a future event. It hasn't happened. How can you be so confident you can predict this future event? Because you understand law. You understand design law. And when you understand design law, you can predict what will happen. Okay? Christ understood that the law of love is the law of life for the universe. And when he perfectly restores it into his humanity and destroys the infection that is destroying humanity, he will rise again.
He has to.
He has to. It's inevitable. It's the only outcome. And that's why it says the law of the Lord is perfect, in the Psalms, the law of the Lord is perfect, reviving the soul, bringing life to the soul. So I think his prediction was a prediction. He was so confident in his Father's character, number one, and God's design for reality, number two. And he says and you put all the pieces together. I hope your minds are like grabbing all these resources in Scripture and the pieces of the puzzle are fitting together. But when he talks in the Beatitudes, in Matthew chapter 5, when he's given the Sermon on the Mount, he says, I did not come to destroy the law. If one little jot or tittle of the law would change, the universe is going to be destroyed, basically. If you read what he's saying there, the life doesn't exist other than the way God designed it. You can't change it. Because how life works only works as God designed it to work. You can't change it. You only can restore to harmony to it.